First of all, I hope all of you had great holidays. Happy holidays. We just came from Christmas, and now we're headed to the new year. And so it's going to be 2023 is going to be a very interesting year. So we look forward to that. Anyway, moving on today, my question to you, to all Kenyans, especially the real hustlers, and I'm talking about Mama Mboga, the streets of Nairobi, or any streets in Kenya, the border rider, the border person in every part of Kenya, in every city, in every village, the watchman, daily, night watchman, the security guy, the people that live in places like Kibera, places like Garokocho, and among many other places. Can they mount a campaign and win an election just as they are at their position? Can they say, okay, I feel I want to change something, maybe when it comes to the issue of a border, and I want to fight for border. Can I, as a border, get on and find a party and then go on and run and win? It's not. I don't think it's a possibility. Do you agree with me or you don't agree with me? Is it a possibility for a hustler? Or a real hustler? I'm not talking about those who have been hustlers and have made money. I'm talking about a person who is in hustling, the person who is hustling at that moment. And I know I have a lot of viewers that have a different meaning for the word hustler. But in this context, I'm talking about Kenya politics. Can and a poor man and a woman run for political office and win? Yeah, statistically speaking, it has happened, but rarely, very rare, very rare. So the majority of people who are elected are people that have come about either been in power before and or have some sort of the financial means to mount and run for office and win. And it's not free for everyone. Being in a political party is not a free thing. It costs you money. It will cost you money. As far as I remember, and I can hear people. I mean, these things are out there. People are talking about it. It's not a secret anymore. That to be in a political party, you have to give up some amount of money so that they can give you a ticket and a platform for you to run on, which is very unfortunate. But there's a story here, and the great story is about the election of President William Ruto. And we've had so many times. First of all, I have to give credit. This campaign platform of Hustler was a brilliant idea. It was a brilliant idea, and whoever came with it, they did their research. They knew what they were getting on to campaign on, and so they did excellent. I mean, it was a winning idea. These are some of the things that win people election here in the US. Some of the ideas and the platform and the campaign way and methods are what we see here in the US, to be in all honesty. But we saw it now in Kenya. And this raises things up. And so the message for President William Ruto and UDA campaign platform was a hustler versus the dynasty. And so I'm hoping that President William Ruto and UDA will work to make sure there is an electoral reform that will allow anyone, no matter their status in Kenya, can decide that I want to run for office, join a party, without paying anything. Just join a party with ideas and earn that party ticket through a fair process of either in the primary and then moving on to the main election. So I'm hoping that the current elected hustlers, including President William Ruto himself, speaking for the hustler, him speaking for the hustler. I am just here to give ideas. I'm not here, uh, you know, but I'm also here to speak for all of us. Can the President William Ruto fight for all the hustlers? Can the UDA Kenya Kwanza fight for the real hustlers? That a border guy parked somewhere decides enough is enough. I want to go fight for the border people. I will join a party or form a party, and that party will be free. And only, of course, there is always a structure around parties and membership, which is allowable. That's okay. But even that is very expensive. Even the process of getting registered, the process of registering yourself in the party or even in IEBC, Kenya Electoral Commission, that is expensive for so many people. They can't afford it. So only a few people, only the 1%, the elite, Kenya. There is a Kenyan elite. The dynasty that President William Ruto was fighting against is still intact. But I caution Kenya Kwanza and I caution His Excellency the President William Ruto that this is a hustler movement to the end. It was not just about campaigning on hustler versus dynasty, but this has to be finished. We need every hustler, every guy who's selling eggs in the streets of South Sea, Mogoya, and Kamkunji, Isli, Starehe, everywhere. This man or woman who's selling Mboga to educate their children, these families who are struggling, this bus driver, makanga as they call it, Ma3 drivers, all these guys, right? And the conductor, makangas. I am talking about every hustler in Kenya deserves to have a representation in the Kenya Kwanza government. And we're not seeing evidence of that. It seems that we are recycling the dynasties. And this structure is there. It's their structure. So they will use every opportunity to stay within that structure so that when the right time comes, they will get back and things will be as it was. So can a normal Kenyan, a youthful Kenyan, from the streets, a hustler, can he mount a campaign? That has been my question today, and I hope we get the answers. Join the conversation. My name is Yusuf Haji at Haji Daily. Welcome to Unguided Podcast.